everyone. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Elizabeth, unfortunately, is out of town, but she'll be back tomorrow, so she was sorry to miss this. We are excited to have Lisa. She's amazing, and she will be in shortly. I am going to have Christy read our mission statement.
Our mission, Helping Parents Heal, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting bereaved parents. Through support and resources offered, we aspire to help individuals become shining light parents, meaning a shift from a state of emotional heaviness to one of hopefulness and greater peace of mind. HPH goes a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and afterlife evidence in a non-dogmatic way. Helping Parents Heal affiliate groups welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non-religious background, and encourage open dialogue. Attendance at this meeting is voluntary. We hope that participants will learn from and share with each other. Discussions here are confidential and not designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. This meeting and our Zoom meetings are recorded and uploaded to YouTube so that parents and families throughout the world can watch and benefit. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers, allowing parents to learn about many possible ways to heal. This includes presenters covering progressive topics such as afterlife evidence and connecting with children who have passed. The views expressed by our guest speakers may or may not reflect the opinions of Helping Parents Heal leaders and members. So we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally.
Thank you, Christy. And then Sue. Sue is going to read Lisa's bio.
Hi everybody, it's an honor to get to read Lisa's bio. I'm a huge fan of hers and I will read this, but I just wanted to say, if you've never seen her work or never had a reading from her, you're in for the greatest blessing. This is a woman who's been through so much loss and challenge. She has 2 children in spirit, and through all of that, she stepped up to her amazing spiritual wisdom and power to be the extraordinary healer that she is. So here's her official bio. Lisa Wilcoxson is a spiritual evidential medium, psychic, mystic, and mentor. Naturally intuitive and having seen spirit since her teenage years, Lisa dedicated herself to spiritual work after both of her children transcended. As a tested and certified medium and a recommended provider for the Helping Parents Heal organization, Lisa is renowned for delivering detailed evidence and stunning connection in readings. She compassionately provides undeniable proof that the bonds of love are unbreakable. There is no death, and our lives are forever intertwined. Having overcome great trauma and with an abundance of gratitude for all the miracles in her path, Lisa's mindful and inspirational guidance has helped bereaved people across the globe. Lisa is available for private readings, group readings, and public events, and public speaking about the afterlife, grief, and her personal transformation towards a joy-filled life, as well as private mentorship. Lisa travels the country for events and works internationally on Zoom. She is a contributor to the book Gathering at the Doorway, an anthology of signs, visits, and messages from the afterlife. And she lives here in Scottsdale with us. Without further ado, her beautiful husband is recording, so we're so grateful that they're both here.
Hi everyone. I'm going to try not, do I need to use this? Can you hear me back there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm just coming back. Does the recording need the microphone, sir? It does? It doesn't. Okay. If I need it, let me know, but I'm not going to stand behind the podium because I'm just one of you guys. First, I want to say what an honor it is to be here. I know many of you personally, and many of you know me personally, and we know each other's hearts. We see each other's hearts. Thank you for the beautiful introduction, Sue. And I want to thank Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. Elizabeth, I don't know if Carol said, but she wound up having to be in North Carolina. But it's an honor for me to be up here. And I'll tell you, I can truly tell you, in time, if you walk the steps that we've walked, you'll find your children and you'll be able to hear them, hopefully just as clearly as I can, as many of you can. I want to say I have my esteemed and honored friend Lori Savoy here. Lori and I did what's called a circle for a year. And I'm telling you, she's incredible. She's incredible. So Lori, I'd like to invite you, if you want to chime in at any time during any of my readings, please do so, because I'm going to pull on you, girl. And we also have the amazing Sophia, who's also HPH medium back in the back. And, you know, it doesn't matter to any of us how you get through to your children, but I can tell you mediumship is for one reason and one reason only, to help you know for certain and to believe that you can connect with your child. You don't need us to connect with your child. It's in you. It's impossible to not be connected to your child. It just takes the knowing of the light, the knowing of the way forward, which is why this is such an incredible organization. I literally woke this morning to a song in my head. I had a hard time sleeping. I was a little nervous. I don't know why. I'm not typically nervous, but I was today. And the song just kept going over and over, and I was like, really, this song? So, you know, I can't argue with the kids, and I know this is going to be very meaningful to someone, but first I want to talk a little bit about it. And as I said, this song's been playing in my mind all day, so I'm trying real hard not to get teary. I don't know why, probably because I'm in with all of you and all of your children who are all here, I promise you. The song is by the Righteous Brothers. And there's no coincidence there that it's by the Righteous Brothers. And the song is, now I've had the time of my life. No, I have never felt this way before. Yes, I swear it's the truth. And I owe it all to you. Because I've had the time of my life, and I owe it all to you. And then I was like, well, now it gets like romantic. And they're like, no, there's no more romantic love than the love between a parent and a child. And I thought, okay, yeah, I get that. That's absolutely true. So it says, I've been waiting for so long. Now I finally found someone to stand by me. Whew. And our children want us to know. They want us to stand by them in their spiritual, ethereal, beautiful light, just as we would stand by them here now. We saw the writing on the wall. We felt this magical fantasy. That's this life we're in right now. That's this. This is the magical fantasy. The magical fantasy is where we are now. Now with passion in our eyes, and who can possibly be more passionate than a parent wanting to know that their child is okay and is with them? With the passion in your eyes, Mom and Dad, there's no way we could disguise this secretly. And this is where my story of I didn't care if I was crazy. I was just going to let whatever I was seeing, hearing, feeling be. I was going to let it be until it came to a point where I couldn't deny it anymore. It didn't matter how out there I was, how brokenhearted, how crazy, how the word desperate, there is no word desperate. It's now passionate. Change that word. But people tell you, oh, this poor person, they're just desperate to want to hear from their child. It's not a desperation, it's a passion, and it's our children pulling us. So we take each other's hand because we seem to understand the urgency. And I know every one of you sitting here today gets that. Just remember, You're the one thing I can't get enough of. So I'll tell you something, this could be love. I've had the time of my life, and I've never felt like this before. And truly, this is the incredible peace, joy, fulfillment our children feel when they've crossed, regardless of how they crossed. My dear friend, many of our dear friends, Kathy McManus, says it so beautifully. It doesn't matter how you got there, if you got there by boat, plane, train, however you got there, you got there. And how you got there would be the way your soul transitions. I'll tell you something, this could be love. I've had the time of my life. Yes, I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you. With my body and soul, I want you more than you'll ever know. So we'll just let it go. Don't be afraid to lose control. Meditate. Don't be afraid of it. There's nothing to fear. It's pure light and love. Yes, I know what's on your mind when you say, stay with me tonight. And how many of us haven't laid in our bed just wishing to have that dream, wishing to have that feeling, wishing to have that touch. Let's see. I swear it's the truth. I owe it all to you. I've had the time of my life. And this is from our children. I just know that. And I also want to talk a little bit about the light. I want to talk about how I was staying in a little chapel up here, which I didn't know, which is really nice if any of you ever want to go in it. It's just across the hallway there. And I was sitting there, and there's a beautiful stained glass, and immediately I was drawn to the rays of light. The rays of light that are on the Arizona flag, the rays of light that we see in the prisms of the diamonds or the crystals that we carry. Our children are rays of light, but so are we. We have these rays of light within ourselves as well, which is like the connection, the feeling, the beauty of us coming together. It'll be a feeling you have in your heart. My husband had a reading recently, and it didn't let me say, he wasn't having that feeling. And I could go back and I could personally validate some of the evidence of this, but he wasn't having that feeling. And know that it doesn't have to be a medium. If you go to the grocery store and all of a sudden on your floor out of nowhere in the meat department is a bag of peanut M&Ms, and that's your favorite thing from your child is peanut M&Ms, that got there for a reason. Know that that's a message from your child. Hey, I'm with you. Hey, buy the M&Ms. Give them to someone as you walk out of the store. All of these things that help raise our vibration. All of these things that help us walk through what, to me, I'll easily say was the most difficult, trying thing I've ever been through in this human body, was the crossing of both of my children. And yet at the same time, I know that the key for me was once I turned that around, not to why me, but why not me? Why am I any different than all of you? Why am I any different than all the other people who go through whatever it is that their souls are going through in this carnation that we have? And our children too, they're just incredible. I love the song they gave us. I've had the time of my life because my son showed me, Mom, it's like an amusement park here. Look at all the people waiting to come into bodies. And I looked and I couldn't believe it. It literally was like looking at a line waiting to go on a Ferris wheel. It was unbelievable. And so once you can make this transition, just like the words of the song says, once you can allow yourself to understand this, to be true, to really know in your heart, that's when you're going to see yourself a little bit smile like this, maybe a little bit, or giggle like this. And next thing you know, you're going to be full of joy. You're going to be laughing. There's no laughter than being in a group of bereaved, which we are not. We are shining light parents. Being in a group of parents who have lost, which they're not lost, who have found their children, and sharing laughter. Because honestly, that is the funnest thing they come through with. I'm telling you, put some comedy on your Facebook reels. Watch comedy. I'm not kidding you. It will bring the joy, and I promise you something is going to come to you from your child as you do this. It's literally, you have to make that jump, and it's very, very difficult. But I can tell you, they're as close as the wind across your face. In fact, even closer, they're inside of us. They're everywhere, and they're beautiful. And hold on, I need to take a drink here. Forgive me. They had a couple things before I start that they wanted me to say. So, I also was, as I was sitting over there meditating, I was seeing and hearing about the sands of time and the hourglass. And I was being shown that they want me to let each of you know that when we come here, we're given an hourglass. And every sand within that hourglass is perfect for us. Perfect for us. And it has the exact amount of sand in that hourglass. There's no such thing as cutting a life short. And this is literally just what they told me to tell you. Because their hourglass had those exact crystals in it, crystals of sand. I recently saw something on Facebook where someone was putting, which you could say this is gross, but I don't think it is. I think it's cool. A person's ashes under a microscope, and they were crystals. These ashes were crystals. And that's so absolutely incredible. So many times in my readings I hear, ashes to ashes. We're not those ashes. We are not in that urn. We are not in that casket. We are alive. One time I went to the cemetery, which I still do, and there was a huge hole in the ground. Rick and I were getting ready to go to a football game. And I was talking to my sister on the phone while I went there, and we have to clean the stuff off every month and then put it back. I guess, I don't know why they make us do that. So I was there, and I walked up to where my children's headstone is, and there was a huge hole. It looked like it had caved in. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I was on the phone with my sister, and she said, well, what do you think it is, Lisa? And I said, they're telling me, Mom, we're not here. You got to get to the airport. And literally, I knew that that was a sign for me. That, you know what, we're not here. I don't know why, I don't even know why you're here doing this, which of course I still do all the time. I want to go back to the laughter though, and I'm glad I made you giggle a little bit as I was going through this. So I recently, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, did a Zoom event for Helping Parents Heal. And I wore this jacket. Half of my hair was curled, half was not, because on the way, or that afternoon, Rick said, we have to get to Sedona. The neighbor said we have a leak and it's going to freeze tonight. And I was like, well, I have to work tonight for Helping Parents Heal. We have to get there by 5 because I start at 6. So as we're driving to Sedona, I'm in the back seat with my what do you call them, AirPods in, meditating, and literally the car starts moving a little bit like this. My dog's in the front seat with Rick, and I start hearing, oh my God, what's that smell? And I'm like, what? And all of a sudden I start smelling it. Somehow our old, bless his heart, brain tumor dog Magic had expressed his anal gland on the front seat of the car. And we're driving I'm trying to meditate. I'm like, I have to be calm. I can't do. Rick's pulling over. He goes in and buys some Pampers wipes. He's trying to clean all this up. We're late because we had to pull over. I run into our home in Sedona. I plug in my hot rollers. They're broken. They're not working. So I only had enough heat to do one side of my hair. We popped up my green screen and I jumped in front of it, and there's Elizabeth and Irene. And we laughed so hard. And then all of you were there. And as soon as all of you were there, I'll tell you what, the messages just flew. They literally just flew, because when we laugh, when we have fun, our children are there with us having fun. It was this very room that Elizabeth stood up here, and I sat back about there where Regina is. And by the way, I want to mention we have a lovely couple here all the way from Rhode Island with us today. That's so amazing. And for all of you who traveled, thank you. But I was sitting back there, and Elizabeth in her beauty statuesque self said, our children are happy and they want us all to be happy. And I sat back there and I thought, oh my God, I'm in the wrong place. Because I was a puddle of tears. I had my iPad and I turned it on, I hit the record and I set it on the floor. I have probably 5 videos of my feet, just in case I got a reading, just in case. So I know that now. I know how it feels. I know we're at past different journeys. Some of you have been here longer than me. Some of you are new to this. But just please know, no matter what, your child is with you at all times. I won't be able to get to everyone today with the reading, but take what you can from it, and please at least feel the electricity of their love. So I'm going to go ahead and begin some readings now, and let me see. Oh my goodness. Okay, I know I want to talk about the rose, and I'm literally hearing the song, when I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses. I forget who sings that song, but I also want to talk about who here has recently put milk out for a stray cat? Recently put milk or food out for a stray cat. I'm seeing someone doing that. I know someone here would understand this. I'm seeing somebody bending down and putting food and milk down for a stray cat. Oh, wait a minute. Stray cats. They're talking about music, the stray cats too. Okay, so I know you would, he's the musician, not me, okay? So I know music is a really, really big thing here. And I want to say all genres of music, all genres of music. Boom. Right there. I'm like, literally she's standing behind you. She's like, oh, this is easy. Oh, I just have God bugs all over. I love this, Christy. I'm going to walk. Can I walk over here, Rick? Am I walking out of my camera? I didn't care. Okay. So, hi, Christy. I know Christy for ethical reasons. I'll say I know Christy. I have done a reading for Christy before. And I know Christy's beautiful daughter, Tess, and I know that's exactly who I'm with right now. She wants to talk to me about, do you understand getting rid of the tweed? Get rid of the tweed, she's saying. I feel like this is I'm feeling it's a texture. It's a texture of something that do you understand this? Okay, let me ask her more. This has to do with her dad. Okay, this has to do with her dad. She's talking to me about, I feel as if there's something that he's been wearing that's really been aggravating him, okay? Like itchy. Mm-hmm. It feels almost like tweed would feel, okay? And because this is her saying, yes, Dad, I know this, okay? And she's saying, pitch it, get rid of it, okay? And I know she's also telling me, what did you recently burn? Were you cooking? She's saying you
burned the green beans last night.
She's saying you burned it. Thank you. Okay, thank you. She's rolling her eyes. Okay, she's rolling her eyes. She says, Mom, you're a little scattered, but that's okay. She said that's okay. And she's showing me Now, you must still have a pair of her shoes. Do you understand this? She's talking about her shoes, and she's telling me she's dancing in them, okay? I just feel her dancing in her shoes. And she's also showing me, were you hanging? Like, they're like Christmas lights, but they're white lights. I'm seeing, you understand what this is?
Her dad just wanted a box of lights to put under his truck.
Perfect, because she's showing, she says, whoa, that's really cool. I never would have guessed it from you, Dad. She loves to tease him. She just loves to tease him. Now, I know he has a tattoo for her. Does this make sense to you? He doesn't? Because she's showing me. Ask him if he's thought of it. She's showing me it's literally a heart. Oh, no. My dad wears his heart on his sleeve. My dad wears his heart on his sleeve. That's what it is. And she's glad this is being recorded because she wants him to listen to this, okay? It's very important. And she's telling me she's hanging out with Max. Okay, this I happen to know is her brother. So I'm just going to say that, as I said ethically, what my conscious mind knows and what she's telling me. And she's telling me, oh my gosh. He recently wore a t-shirt that's not something he would typically wear. I feel like, almost like it's something you would wear for an event. Like he bought a t-shirt for an event and he doesn't like it, okay? He doesn't like it, and she's like, I can't believe you wore that. Okay, so talk to him about this shirt. I don't feel it's a sporting event. I almost feel like this has to do with St. Patrick's Day. I don't know why, but she's showing me this t-shirt. And she's also talking to me about, she says, he's doing good, Mom. Okay, she wants you to know that, and she loves it there. She loves being able to be everywhere. And she's telling me, did you recently tape something onto the wall?
I've been hanging art.
You've been hanging art, okay. Wow.
And I have her shoes on her amp right at my closet.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Tess, you're awesome. You're so awesome. Thank you. Okay, I gotta say this because I went up to Sue and Christy at the beginning of this and I said, I'm really nervous, you guys, because on our way over here, Rick got a call that his sister thinks his mother just had a stroke. And I said, it's made my energy funky. And so Sue grabbed my hand, I grabbed Christy's arm, and we said a little prayer for our kids to come. And this almost makes me tear up. And here's Tess, right here, right out of the chute with beautiful evidence. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tess. Thank you, Tess. Okay, let's see. Rick's mom is fine, by the way. I know the next young man is here, who is here, and I know he's here because as we were driving here, a car pulled out in front of us, and it had those Kissy Lips bumper sticker on it, and the license plate said, oh, I forgot what the license plate said, but I know it was Garrett, okay? This is my friend Michelle. I do know Michelle, and I have read from Michelle before, I think. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. But I know Garrett. And so I know Garrett's here, and I know Garrett wants, oh, I remember what he told me. I hope this isn't a secret. But maybe I shouldn't say it. But he said 2 words, a baby. Okay, so sorry if I'm telling you something that's a secret, but I know he's talking about a baby, okay? And I almost feel like he's literally like, there's going to be a baby, Mom, okay? I feel like I need to go, oh, sorry.
Well, I know nobody's pregnant right now.
Okay, well.
Well, you know.
No, you don't know that.
We'll see. Okay, okay, Garrett, what else would you like to talk about? Who's been having the trouble with their teeth? He's showing me someone's been having tooth problems.
Scott.
Okay, thank you. And he's telling me that, almost like considering getting it pulled. Does this make sense to you with the tooth?
No, he had to have a crown,
Oh, okay, okay. Okay.
but he's had to go back 2 times.
Oh, okay, okay, well, he's not saying get it pulled, but I think that thought's probably gone through Scott's mind, which is why Garrett's bringing it up, okay? And let's see, he's also talking about, you recently moved some clothes from one closet to another. Does this make sense to you?
I'm always doing.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, he's showing me you moving things around. You moved those clothes. And he's talking to me, I'm feeling like you tripped. Did you just trip over your dogs? He's showing me
like a puppy.
like, this dog is just always underfoot for you, Mom.
Yeah.
And he's pointing at your knee brace, okay? He's like, God, Mom, you gotta be careful, okay? He's like, you gotta be careful. And show me something else. Now he's telling me, what did you do for St. Patrick's Day? Well, hold on, and I'll get this from him. Don't answer me. You didn't do anything Irish, okay? I know that. He's. Come on, Garrett. What is this? All right. Here's what he's showing me. I feel like you got caught on something on Friday. He's showing me like you were moving around and doing something, and literally, I don't know if this is a string or something, caught you. And he's telling me how he can pull on you. Okay, do you understand this? If you don't understand it yet, wait for it. You'll understand it. Okay. And with that, he's also talking to me about somebody caught you. Besides this, you'll be able to validate that. But somebody caught you on the phone, and he wants to talk about all the people you talk to, which we all know, probably 3/4 of the people in this room were brought here by Michelle. She talks to so many people. She's like our Helping Parents Heal outreach coordinator for the Southwestern Hemisphere. And, oh, Garrett. Let's see. He's telling me his hair like yours. His hair was like yours, which I've seen pictures of him, so that's not very evidential, but that's what he's telling me. But there's something different than going on with your hair. Do you understand this? He's telling me, Mom, there's something different that's been going on with your hair. I almost feel as if, he's telling me, Mom, it's never gonna fall out, okay? I feel like you've been worried your hair's falling out. He's telling me it's never gonna fall out, Mom. Do you understand this?
Well, when my gray comes in,
Uh-huh.
it's really weird because if I look at myself in the mirror, it looks like it's my scalp.
Okay.
And it looks, and I told my hair person that it looks like I have no hair on the front, but it's when the gray comes in. And that's what it looks like.
Okay, yeah, he's like, Mom, no. He's like, our hair, he's like, he loves it. And of course, we do have our ethereal bodies when we cross. We're pure spirit, we're pure light. But we can manifest this beautiful ethereal body. So yes, of course you'll recognize your kids when they cross. People ask that all the time. Okay, let me see what else. He's also talking to me about, I feel like there was some water that recently was coming in your house, or one of your rugs got wet. He's showing me a rug and some water, okay? And he's saying, please be careful with your knee, Mom. Okay, please be careful with your knee. And I know it's gonna rain again, so I'm going to agree with that. And smiley face. I don't know what's with the smiley face, but I'm seeing 2 eyes and the smiley face, okay? Is that for you or is that for Lori? Lori, did you just draw a smiley face?
Well, yeah, because you said it.
Oh. That doesn't count. But watch for the smiley face, okay? Almost like literally like he sends that to you. So watch for it, okay? And I know literally, there's like a rainbow from the top of your head to the top of Lori's head, okay? So I know how close the two of you are, and I know you know this is no accident, but you are each other's pot of gold. Woo! Wow. That just is really, really touching. I love
believe
that.
it. I mean,
I
she
love
is.
that. Well, I'm seeing it very
And our
clearly.
Garretts are the ones that brought us together.
Both of their sons are named Garrett. I love that. Were you two together on Friday? Did you talk on Friday? I don't know, because it's interesting, he showed me like the leprechaun with the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And
Probably text.
Yeah, we text.
Okay, thank you. Garrett Z. Okay, let me see, where else am I going now? I am told do a slingshot. Okay, I know I have a young man here, and I know he was fascinated with photography. Okay, fascinated. And I kind of feel like I'm over here somewhere. He's talking to me about blood spilled. There was blood spilled. So I almost feel as if like there was an accident or something. As a parent who's lost children, I don't particularly like this evidence, but I know I'm being shown that I'm supposed to talk about the necklace, and I know that there's some ashes in the necklace. Who here would understand that? Oh, you understand that? Okay, well, okay, good. Wonderful. Oh, don't cry. Don't cry. I'm happy you're crying. I'm not happy. You know what I mean. Okay. Your son, first of all, he wants you to know he has a dog with him, okay? He always wanted a dog. He's got a dog, I'm telling you. And then it kind of turns into a cat. So I think he loved animals. Do you understand this?
I don't have any sons.
Oh, it's not your son. Oh, because I was bringing through a son. Okay, well, hold on then. I'm not sure I'm with you then.
Jacob, I guess. I have an ashes in my necklace.
You have his ashes in your necklace? Okay, and would you understand blood spilled?
I have ashes too, but no blood spilled.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
bleeding all over the place. Like I have a thing when I shave in my leg that keeps getting caught, and like I mean that's the only
Well,
thing
I'll
I can
tell
think
you
of. There's,
how I
every
saw
time.
that. There's 3 drops of something red here on the floor, just like 3 little drops. And as I saw that, I heard blood spilled. So, let me get clear with this. I want to talk about, okay, which one of you just bought a new swimsuit? I'm seeing a new swimming suit. Okay.
I'm constantly buying swimsuits, so I have like 500 of them.
Oh, well, I think I'm with you then. Okay, let me see. Now, would you understand, he wants to talk about getting a trophy. Do you understand this? I'm seeing a trophy. I feel like this is some sort of like award that was presented to you after he crossed for him. It's an award, I'm seeing it. Literally, I'm seeing it like my Team Mom thing that I have that when from Little League, like the Team Mom thing. I know. Okay, hold on here. Let me see. If this is you, Jacob, talk to me about something specific. Do you have a collection of seashells?
Say that again?
A collection of seashells.
No.
Do you have a collection of seashells? Okay, guys, come on.
I do.
All right, wait. I gotta separate. I told you they're all here.
Seashells are here.
I have a collection of seashells.
And do you have a son in spirit?
Yes.
And would you understand blood spilled?
No, but I understand the photography. He had about 1,000 cameras, literally collected, and his grandfather manufactured them.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna, hold on here. Let me work with you for a minute if I may. And I do see your hand back there, Margaret, but I'm not feeling pulled back there. And at very first, when I was over here, I felt like I was over here. would you understand your son is talking about his sunglasses? Do you still have his sunglasses? Okay, thank you. And he's talking to me about, oh my gosh, I know that he's literally coming here. I know I want to talk about eagles. Eagles are very big for you. You understand that?
Birds.
He's showing me like a massive eagle, massive eagle, so watch for that. And I almost feel like statues too, okay? An eagle statue. And I know he's talking to me about, would you understand your son's crossing having something to do with, well, I'm just going to tell you what he's showing me. He's showing me putting on a cape, okay? Like a superhero would put on a cape, and like going
When he was
into
a
the
little
night.
boy,
Pardon me?
when he was a little boy, he always wore a cape to school, to nursery school. He wore Superman and Batman cape every day to nursery school.
Okay, well this is, I'm seeing him like, he's like against that back wall right there, but he's huge. He's absolutely huge. And I know he's talking to me about, he is a superhero, okay? And he's talking to me about the two of you and how he's been watching out for the two of you. I feel, Dad, would you understand? He's talking to me about, I need to say something with, do you have a truck, sir?
No.
No truck? I don't know why, but he's talking to me about a truck, okay?
He had a truck. He always had trucks.
Okay, did you get his truck?
Yes.
No.
You
He's-
bought him a truck. You bought
Oh,
him
I
trucks.
bought him a truck, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hold on, because I can tell, I know this look. That's Rick's look. I know when I'm working with a skeptic. Rick, me, Charles. Charles, Rick. Hold on, I'm going to ask him to give me something good, something good. I have no idea what a widget is. Do you know what a widget is? I said, give me something good, and he said, talk about a widget. Who knows what a widget is? Help me out. What's a widget?
I think it's those little things that the kids hold and they spin
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
The ones
they
that
collect them, and I know my grandson.
Okay.
Gives them
Okay.
something to do instead of.
Okay, I need something for Dad here. Help me out. I need something for Dad. He wants to talk about, do you understand him wanting to talk about, do you have a brother in spirit as well?
No.
Okay, well.
Sometimes it's
Lisa,
hard.
isn't a widget a gadget?
Yeah.
I think so.
A gadget?
A gadget.
A gadget. Well, this is gonna be a tough read because I can't just say gadget and he's gonna think his son is here. So, let me see what else he can tell me. He just said, I feel he's talking about, there was a time you talked about going to Florida. He's saying going to Florida. Do you understand this? Going to Florida. Okay, I'm going to pass here because I'm getting, Lori,
Yes.
what you got, girl?
I'm looking what's a widget.
It's actually, it can be an icon on your cell phone too, like the widget, like the weather widget or the,
Thank you.
yeah.
Oh, that's right. You're waving at me.
But in the old days, a widget was a thing with a razor blade and it used to clean paint off of windows with. It was orange and you used to be able to get them the Ronco widget or whatever it was.
Okay, would you understand your son wanting to talk about this?
No, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I want you to wait until somebody gives you something that you will understand, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna get teary-eyed, okay? If it's not me, your son will bring someone to you, okay? And I can't thank you enough for being here, okay? And I know he already talks to you. I know you know that, okay? Thank you both. Okay, all right, the medium's sweating now. I'm gonna have to take off my coat, I think. Okay, I'm gonna have to take off my coat because I'm wired, so. Let's see, what else do I have here?
Great in that coat.
Thank you, Sue, thank you. So now I want to talk about, okay, I'm going back to the seashells, and I'm going to, I really feel like I'm going to come to you. Would you understand seashells, Paula?
Oh, she loved going on the beach, but that's about it.
Okay, but there's no collection of seashells. Okay, hold on, I need more. I'm seeing a book just opened, literally opened a new book. Somebody just got a new book. I feel like this book was just opened. Do you understand this? Okay. Hey, Sophia, go warm up. All right, kids, come on. This is so funny. Your son, he is so funny. He just showed me bowling pins falling over, and he's like, strike, like the bowling pins, like I just struck out with you. So I know he's here, but he's telling me, oh no, strike. Like all the pin, you know how one pin falls and it's like the only pin that falls? Yeah, okay. So I know I want to, ooh, my ears are starting to really ring. That's a great sign. Thank you, kids. Okay, I'm going to go with, I'm back here in the back somewhere, and I almost feel like the person under the clock. Do you understand the number 7? Would you understand the number 7, which would mean July, the month of July, or the day of 7? Okay, I'm going to go right down the line there. So Margaret, Carol, you understand the number 7? Okay, thank you. And Carol, have you recently, Tyler's talking to me about, I feel almost like a wasp nest or something like this, okay? Like seeing or finding a wasp nest. So I don't know if you can validate this, or do you understand this?
With one of my clients' houses, yes.
Okay, good, thank you. Thank you, Tyler. See, Tess and Tyler and Garrett, they're pulling me out. Yeah, I got all the good ones here. Okay, thank you. And Tyler's also talking to me about, okay, he's like, Mom. He's like, my mom is so afraid of snakes. Okay, he's showing me snakes, okay? And I know he's giving me the feeling like you've been walking, and you've been walking really carefully because worried about snakes. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Awesome, thank you. He's showing me that. And he's talking to me about getting a new cowboy hat. Who's getting a cowboy hat? I'm literally seeing like, well, I have to tell you, I feel like he's putting on a cowboy hat, which for Tyler, that surprises me. But he's showing me getting a new cowboy hat. I also feel like, ask Tony if he's been considering getting a cowboy hat, okay?
Well, he has one.
Oh, he has a
And
cowboy?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
I
well-
know what he's talking about.
Oh, with the cowboy hat? Okay, good. Thank you, thank you. And Tyler has the same hat, okay? He's like gonna be just like Dad. And he's also talking to me about the little dog. The little dog, he's talking to me. Now I know you have 2 little dogs, but he's saying one little dog. And he's giving me a feeling like it's been having some trouble with its back legs. Do you understand this? One of your little dogs? He's showing me like the back legs of your little dog. He's also talking to me about, Mom, you need to throw that in the trash, okay? And I feel like what he's putting in the trash, I don't understand this, but it's a flag or some flags. I feel like it's not like a flag that you would never throw away, but it's like a flag. And he's saying, throw it in the trash, it's garbage. Do you have like stuff in your garage?
Oh my God. I've been throwing stuff away, and because my husband keeps everything, and so when he's not home, I throw it away.
Uh-oh. He just told on you,
Yeah.
he just told on you.
I'm sure he's on my side. He would agree that.
Well, that's what he said first, was Mom, just throw it away, just throw it away. But let me know when you find a flag. And I feel like it's literally like a little plastic flag. Rick and I get flags at the football game all the time. I don't know what this flag is. I'm seeing it as like orange, like maybe even a construction flag or something. But he's telling me, throw them away, okay? Don't tell Tony I said that, because Tyler said it. I didn't say it. Rick has a shirt, and I think if I counted, it's probably got 50 holes in it. Looks like he got shot by birdseed or something. But I went to throw it away when he wasn't looking, and I walked away, and then I walked back to the trash. Got it out of his trash, put it in his drawer. Sorry, Rick. Okay, let's see. Tyler's also talking to me about you waiting for that phone call. Okay, he's showing me a phone. He's like, I know you're waiting for the phone call, Mom. And I know what he's talking about, and I'll say, as I said, ethically, I know that Tyler's grandmother is not in her best shape right now, we shall say. And he's telling me that he's like, I'm sitting here too. So he wants you to know that, okay? He wants you to know that. And he's talking to me about, oh my God, it smelled so good in there, okay? So I feel like he's in your kitchen talking about how good it smelled. So I don't know what you just made, but I know it's one of his favorites. What was it?
We just grilled hamburgers the other night, and they did smell good because we put them on the smoker.
Okay, let's see. I don't know why, but he's saying Krispy Kremes. Okay, so do you understand? Did he love Krispy Kremes?
We did,
Okay.
but I don't make them.
Okay. Now you don't make Krispy Kremes, but he's talking to me about Krispy Kremes
He loved
and.
donuts, and especially Krispy Kreme.
Okay, good. Well, thank you, Tyler. Let's see. He's also talking to me. He's telling me the stairs need paint. Okay. Do you understand this? Okay. So. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Tyler. Let's see what else. Let me see if I could talk to a young lady here now. I'm hearing someone and they're saying, starlight, star bright. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight. And I feel as if she's talking to me about, I wish this for you too, Mom. She's showing me a housefly, literally like a housefly. And I'm hearing, you know the saying, I wish I could just be a fly on the wall? And she's talking to me about what she's been hearing in your house lately. She's saying that you've been talking about, this does not even sound right, but this is what she's saying. You've been talking about Christmas. You just recently talked about Christmas. And I know Easter and Passover are coming, but not Christmas. I feel as if this is almost like reminiscing to a gathering at Christmas or what you did at Christmas. And she's also showing me, she's saying she loved basketball, okay? So I know this would be something that somebody's daughter here loves to do. I know there's also younger people in the family because she's talking to me about hopscotch and, sidewalk chalk, buying sidewalk chalk. It's getting nice out. She's showing me, like literally drawing a hopscotch board. I feel like, oh, wait a minute. You know what? Do you understand any of this, Doris? Because I kind of feel pulled to you.
A little,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
For
wow.
sure.
I was like, oh.
Except I have two, so
I
I'm
know,
trying to
that's
think.
what, when
You
I
talking
saw,
about Wendy
when
or
I
Haley?
saw the sidewalk chalk and the hopscotch,
Yeah.
I was like, they're together.
Now Wendy loved basketball. She
Oh,
played it in high
really?
school.
I know nothing about
know,
your
that's
two
true.
beautiful girls. I literally know nothing. I know Doris's daughter and granddaughter are in spirit together. So as soon as they showed me that sidewalk chalk, I know. And you understand about recently having talked about Christmas, the basketball. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
that's for sure. And also the Starlight, Starbright. I say that every night when I see a star.
Oh, I love
But
that.
I was waiting to see what else.
I-
In case I wanted someone else to have a turn, just in case it wasn't me.
I
All right.
love that. I truly love that. I know nothing about them either, because that is so cool. They're talking to me about, okay, your daughter's got a Gumby doll. Gumby? And she's talking to me like stretching. I don't know what this is, but she's like pulling this Gumby all over, like walking with this Gumby. Do you understand this? Gumby? Okay. Let me see why she's giving me this. And she's talking to me, okay, she's talking to me about sweating it out. Okay, she's like putting, you know how like Muhammad Ali, when he goes to work out and he puts a towel on and he's like, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, she's showing me this for you, and with Gumby, I really get the feeling like she's talking to me about, have you been really stiff, achy? She's showing me like, Mom, you need to stretch it out, okay?
Age related, yes.
Slowly, she's got this Gumby, and she's like pulling on this Gumby, and she's talking to me about, she's showing me those old exercise videos, like Richard Simmons. She's showing me Richard Simmons. You must have Richard Simmons.
Absolutely, the music especially.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Sweating to the oldies, I hear. Sweating to the oldies. I love that. Oh, they want you to know they're always with you. Okay, now she's showing me like a bedpost. A bed with posts. Do you understand this bed?
I do.
Okay, and she's telling me, she's showing me a crystal by that bed. Do you understand? Do you have a crystal by that bed?
I have one of those crystal lights, yes.
Okay, thank you. And she says, Mom, I hear every whisper you say to me, okay? Every whisper. She says, nothing can go by. And she says, but you've got to quit talking about how much things cost these days. Okay?
That is so true, because she would say, Mother, don't be so cheap.
I love that.
I'm
So-
just thrifty.
I love that. So she hears you, she's with you. It's really beautiful evidence, and she literally is throwing a towel around your shoulders, okay? So, why are you give me more. She's like, Mom, she's like, okay, we gotta be going here. So get moving, Doris, get moving.
Okay.
From your daughter,
Richard
okay?
Simmons
Yeah, you
tape.
gotta get on the tape.
And Haley's talking to me about, is it Haley? I heard Lori say Haley.
Yes, Haley.
Haley's talking to me about, I know with the sidewalk chalk, I know, is this Easter, well, I'll just say, she's talking to me about, I feel you still celebrate them. Do you understand that? Like you still buy stuff for them at holidays?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. Easter basket?
Oh, not
Sidewalk
that, I
chalk? Like, this is what they're showing me. You still do this. And she's talking to me about Tinkerbell. I know specifically Tinkerbell, and I'm seeing a bracelet with a charm on it for her, okay?
Mhm.
And what a beautiful smile. They both have just magical smiles. And as soon as I say magical, I know that she wants to talk about Disneyland, okay? Disneyland, she's just, the whole thing, your granddaughter is literally just like, talk about a shining light, us being shining lights. She walks with just rays of light on her everywhere. Rays of light. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lisa.
They're beautiful. And who, I'm hearing Christopher. Who here has a child named Christopher?
I have a son still here named Christopher.
Okay, hold on, let me see. Would you also understand? Okay, Did you find your child on the floor?
No.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm with you. Okay, I'm hearing that, okay, hold on. I'm seeing a brooch, I think you call it, and it's got something in it, and it's got like beautiful pink rhinestones around it. I'm seeing like a collection of brooches. Someone who just has I feel like I'm coming to you, Dolly. Do you understand this? Do you understand the name Christopher at all?
No.
Okay, do you understand brooches? Do you have a collection of brooches? Okay, hold on to Christopher, okay, just hold on to that. Let me see, and would you understand your son had hearing difficulties? Okay, because he's showing me his hearing. He was having problems with his hearing. And I feel that this is physical, but I feel it's also metaphorical. Do you understand that? And I feel he's telling me, oh my gosh. He just said, and this is my twisted sister. You know, like the band? I'm sorry, but that's what he said. And he's laughing about it. He's laughing about it. Oh, that is just something else. Oh, that's just, he says, she'll know that's me when I say that. She'll know that's me. Okay, he's talking about, he's got red Gatorade, okay? He's just drinking red Gatorade like crazy. Do you understand this? He's showing me.
Oh, yeah, I do understand it exactly.
Okay, he's showing me like he was just really trying to pound this Gatorade. I feel, I'm feeling like, gosh, my insides are just all messed up, okay? And I'm trying to pound this red Gatorade, and at the same time, I'm hearing, he's saying that, come stay with me, come stay with me, come stay with me, that I feel as if there's like, he's like, Mom, no regrets here, because he wouldn't have come to stay with you. He would not have, he needed to be on his own. Do you understand this?
Mm-hmm.
And he's telling me, I know everyone wanted to take care of me, but I needed to be on my own. He's showing me, he was a collector of things as well, okay? But he's telling me the things he collected, I feel like he had little piles of things. Do you understand this? Okay, I take it they understand that. Okay, and he says, what's the saying? One man's junk is another man's treasure. That's what he's telling me. And he's talking to me about thank you for the socks. I don't know which one of you gave him socks, but he's saying thank you for the socks. And he says, he's showing me the Ankh symbol, which is everlasting life. Okay, literally like, it looks like a peace symbol, but it's an Ankh. And he's talking to me about, oh, what a huge family he has, okay? A massive family he has. And he's saying that he remembers the time you were all, he says, I remember when we all got along and we had the little red wagon, okay? He's showing me like a little red wagon and being out in the yard as a child. And he's talking to me about everybody was barefoot, everybody was having a good time. And he says, I don't want there to be any hard feelings. I don't want any hard feelings with anyone, okay? And now, I know he's showing me he's with a little dog, okay? He's got a little dog, and it's a little dog. I feel like it's a poodle. It's got the tail. Do you understand the poodle he's with? Okay, good. Thank you, Dolly. Thank you.
Thank you.
And just an adorable little dog. I don't know that he likes it very much, but he's saying he's there with it. Okay? I know you must know this because he's sitting there and he's like, yeah, it's here. just tell her, yeah, it's here. Do you understand this? Okay. Thank you so much. He says, I love you, Mom. I love you, Mom.
Oh, glory be.
Okay, amen. He said amen. Okay, he said amen.
Thank you.
Did you quit your day job?
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact.
He just said she quit her day job. Tell her I know she quit her day job. And he wants to thank you for that, okay? Thank you for quitting your day job, okay?
Thank you.
He says those are big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I've been
Okay.
really asking God to show me where to go next. And I've been waiting before I jump into a new day job because I've been waiting for direction.
Okay.
So thank you, because I've been trying to push the fear away, so I appreciate that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, know that he's watching out for you, looking out for you, okay?
Thank you.
And he is saying a door will open when it's time, okay? And I am looking at, oh, this is Jonathan. I see his face like imprinted right here. Okay, I know I'm coming, thank you very much. I know I'm coming to our people from Rhode Island here. And I want to tell you, she emailed me or texted me yesterday and introduced herself and said that they were here from Rhode Island. They're staying out at Sheraton Wild Horse Pass where we had the conference. She wanted to bring her beloved husband to where she found such healing, which is amazing. Thank you, Doris. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, everybody thank you, Elizabeth. Everybody, thank you, Irene, who put on that amazing, amazing conference. And I will say that I know that, because you told me in the text that it was just Jonathan's birthday, but what was stunning was how much he looked like Tyler's brother, TJ. And she had a picture of Jonathan with a white Labrador, and I went to Carol's Facebook to find a picture of TJ, and it was TJ with a white Labrador, and it was just really amazing how much they look alike. And I know I just saw Jonathan here. He's like, please talk to me next. So let me see what he wants to say. He's talking to me about, okay, he's showing me like brushing your teeth, like a toothbrush and brushing your teeth. And he's talking to me about, why are you showing me a toothbrush? I'm not going to say that in public. I will tell you that later. Okay, I'll tell you that later. The only person I can embarrass here is Rick. That's because of this. I got this, so that's why. Okay. He's showing me having one of those electric scooters. Do you understand those electric scooters? Now, I don't know if he actually had one, but I know he's showing me one of those electric riding on those electric scooters that are they're like skateboards, but with handles on them. And he's talking to me about, oh my gosh, okay. Oh my gosh, he's just coming at you, Dad, he's coming at you with, I'm like, I'm not going to say that either. It's all loving, but he's like, all right, I'm going to say it. He's like, hey, Dad, egghead, hey, Dad. And he's like, with the toothbrush, he was showing me you in the bathroom brushing your, just like walking around and brushing your teeth. I'll tell you the rest later. But in the bathroom, and I know you were thinking about him at this time too. And he's also talking to me about Mom needs one of those things, you know, the grabbers that you get things from the top of the cabinets with. Okay? About having one of those. So I know you think about him. Okay? He's like, get Mom one of those things so she can get things down from the cabinet. He's talking to me about, I'm seeing clothes laid out on a bed, okay? And I feel as if these were his clothes. You understand this? And you understand laying them out on the bed and looking at them, and I feel like you were trying to pick. Do you understand, trying to pick the clothes? And he said you did a great job, okay? You did a great job with that. And he's talking to me, oh, he's showing me the dog. Literally, the dog's with him or with him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm seeing the dog, like it's right here. And, oh, he said he got a new collar and everything, a new tag with his name on it. And he's telling me it lights up. Okay, beautiful. You know, like the wishbone tag, the treat tag? And he's talking to me about the dog's favorite stuffed animal. Okay, the dog took, I feel like it's a toy. The dog has that. Okay, the dog has this squeaky toy with him. And I don't know why. I recently heard, Rick was telling me something about Ernie Jackson's dog, Quentin's dog, Shadow. And I don't know why I heard Shadow. So I don't know if you understand that at all, but I'm just going to put that out there. And he says, Mom and Dad, he's showing me himself like an astronaut out there flying in space, okay? Literally like with an astronaut suit, and he's showing me the International Space Station, and he's showing me like how they move without gravity, and I have no idea what any of this means, but I'm telling you what he's showing me. And he's talking to me about the coffee cup. Do you understand the coffee cup? I feel like it has his picture on it, or it's, okay? He's showing me the coffee cup, and he's talking to me about, he's actually literally showing me the coffee cup, and he's like, put pencils in it, okay? Like, stop drinking coffee, Dad, okay? So I feel like someone's recently, like, maybe mentioned, I don't know, but this is just what he's showing me. Take that cup and put pencils in it. Let's see. I don't know what Albertsons means. It's a grocery store here. She's busting up.
When we flew in, we had to stop at a grocery store. We couldn't find one anywhere. We just kept looking, so I looked it up, and there was an Albertsons and a Safeway. And my dad's name's Albert, and my dad used to work at Safeway. And the closest one was a Safeway, but that was a big conversation in the car.
That's awesome. I love that. He says, just say Albertsons, okay? Just say Albertsons. Okay, that's just awesome. I love that. And, oh, he's saying, what else is he saying? He's telling me he was a big poop, okay? Like, I was a big poop. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
And he's, you two are awesome. He's like, he's calling you his big bear, okay? His big bear. He's like bear hugging you, like, woo, 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 okay? All my love to both of you. All my love to both of you. Would you understand, was there some sort of court proceeding or something after his crossing?
Not with him, but we just finished up with my mom's estate. She died a couple months ago.
Okay, okay, well then, this is his way of letting you know that your mom is there with him, and Albertson, I don't know if your dad's in spirit, but
Yes.
I'm feeling this as well, because Albertsons and Albert's son, get it? They're like, get it? I'm like, they get it. And, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to talk to you guys in private, because what he's showing me,
I don't care.
he's just like, he's saying, you know, sorry, Elizabeth. you know, I just couldn't be a kiss ass. Okay? That's literally what he's saying. I have no idea what he means by that, but He's showing me a dog sniffing another dog's butt. And I don't know that I've ever worked with anyone as funny as him and as full of love as him, okay? He's like, you know, I just couldn't be that way. And he's telling me, he's a hoot. He says, I am just a sweet, innocent boy. Oh, he's just coming to you with such humor, so please know. Did you find him, Dad?
Yeah.
He's telling me you found him. Okay? And he wants you to know that as you were looking at him, he was standing next to you, looking at him. And he came in with all the laughter and the wholeness that he is, and the joking with you that he did in his physical form, so that you know that he saw that. And he's telling me, I have never left your side. And he's coming to you with such love, I feel as if you guys literally put a chair out for him. He said they got me a chair.
There is one on the side of the house.
Okay. He just wants to acknowledge his chair. Okay?
He used to sit out there at night. He used to love to look at the stars. And we kept it there.
He's still there. He's still there. If you want to talk to him, go to his chair. But of course, he's at Albertson's too. And he was in the bathroom this morning when you were brushing your teeth. So he saw all that, what was going on in there. Oh, Dad, all of us in here right now are sending you our heart love, because we all know that moment. In different ways, it was different from all of us, whether it was a phone call, a knock on the door, however it was that we heard, and that we felt immediately that there was perhaps a separation between us and our child. We need to know there is no separation, and I think he's just proven this so clearly. And to you, Charles, I want to say, I want you to know, I knew nothing about this stuff, okay? So please know that this is not to talk about me and what a great medium I am. That is not why I do this. I do this because I sat right where you were sitting, and I felt like my heart was broken and I didn't know how I was going to live. And then I found my children. And I found that they were okay. And although it was like walking through fire, like all of us, we get these new wings to be able to see things most people don't ever get to see. And isn't that a miracle? Isn't that fascinating of our kids to be able to come and provide some healing and to give us this? It just astounds me. I'm not done yet. Don't clap. You clap for the kids. Okay. I just heard very clearly, Samantha. Didn't I already read for you? Oh, okay.
No, there's a lot of things you said that.
Okay, well, I just heard your name, so.
You have a Samantha.
Okay. Oh, your daughter's Samantha?
No.
Oh, wait. I just happen to know her name is Samantha. Your daughter's Samantha. Okay. Do you understand, you've taken over butterflies as a sign? Butterflies, okay? They're literally like all around you. And, oh, she's talking to me about, would you understand that she was drinking? She's talking, have you been drinking? Okay, I know I heard drinking. Okay, so just.
I think you're with me.
You've been drinking.
Yeah, a little more than, I put on some weight from all my wine consumption lately.
Hold
that
on,
I've been
because
beating
I want,
myself up
okay,
about.
hold on, let me see. Do you understand the butterflies?
Oh, of course, yeah, that's my number one sign from this.
Oh, it is, okay. Okay,
And that was the number one thing he bitch about me when he was here because I was a bartender and I would. And I stopped drinking, but I've been drinking a little bit.
Yeah.
You've been drinking again?
And
Okay, let's see.
She was supposed to be here.
Okay, I happen to know by what he just showed me that I'm with Jacob over here, okay? And, he just showed me how he crossed, which I already know, which we don't need to talk about. He said, we don't need to talk about it. He's talking to me about, this time every year, which I feel is spring break, there was always a trip. Do you understand this? There was always a trip on spring break. He's talking to me about spring break, okay? And he's talking to me, have you been planning on going where the two of you used to go? He's also talking to me about the snow, like the snow up in Flag and skiing and
we just left again for Florida on a trip. He's never been to Florida, but right after we came back, the guy I've been seeing left a Big Bear and they were like snowed in. So I don't know if he's talking
Okay,
about
so
that.
the skiing and the snow and, who's Melissa? Well, hold on to Melissa because he's talking to me about Melissa, okay? And, he's talking to me about your hearing, okay? And I feel as if, have you been wondering, like, am I hearing okay? I'm just gonna tell you what he's showing me, okay? He's showing me your ear, he's doing this, and almost like, my mom's not, something's with her hearing. He's also talking to me about migraines. Do you understand this? Okay, do you sit like a frog? You know how, like, a yoga position where you sit like a frog?
Sometimes.
I've been having more problem with migraines, I have hearing loss, and I started doing one of the positions that Elizabeth taught us in yoga, which is like,
You sit
sort
like
of
a
like
frog.
it's a baby pose, they call it, but it's
Oh, I obviously, I'm in her yoga class, I went one time. My dog
I know,
Magic sat on the
you did.
yoga mat, and you know all about magic, so. Okay,
You did a reading for me once,
Oh, I
years
did?
ago.
I did, okay. Who's been painting? I'm like in this triangle here with the three of you. Painting, I have like a thin paintbrush.
I used to,
Okay, you're a painter?
I used to.
Okay, please remember what I said at the beginning of this, that I felt a little off, so thank you for staying with me. Okay, they're literally showing me like being lined up, these kids being lined up. I don't know if the three of you know each other. So you have a son in spirit and a daughter in spirit and a son in spirit. Okay. Your daughter is literally showing me like Beauty and the Beast dancing with your son, okay? like dancing, okay? She's showing me like the yellow bell, like she's got the yellow bell, do you understand this? Dress on, and with your son, and I'm really trying to separate them here. I need to talk about which one of them did an Elvis impersonation. Do you understand this? All right, Lori? Calling Lori Savoy?
You know what, I'm gonna help you out at the end.
Thank you.
Because this is how it's all meant to be. And it's all, I got you. Keep
Okay,
going.
okay. Okay, I know she'll be able to figure this out. Hey Lisa, we just returned from a ski trip for spring break, and we just moved to Flagstaff like a couple weeks ago.
Okay, do you understand butterflies?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do you understand the frog baby position
I mean, I
sitting?
have started again in the last week yoga,
Okay.
so I've done 2 sessions.
Now, Rick and Charles would say, if she's really talking to our kids, she would know whether this is a boy or a girl. She would know who she's talking to. She would know all this stuff. Yes, that is very true. But this is an art of being able to feel all their energy and being able to decipher all these things. It's a bit like charades. It's a bit like getting a quick snippet of a sound, hearing Samantha. By the way, I forgot that I heard Samantha, so I know I'm with either one of these two. Okay, and it's a bit like my energy has to be completely in a place where I can ascertain who's speaking what and what they're saying. Jonathan came through beautifully. Dolly's son came through beautifully. This has nothing to do with your children. It has to do with me. All our children are beautiful and whole. And now I'm going to let Lori talk.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna do one quick thing, because this is Lisa's day, but I've been,
Come up
anyways,
here.
I'll come up, I'll do it at the end. The theme of today is for sure all about connectedness. So it's okay that you're not getting finite details, because we know you can do that. But what the kids are telling us is we're all connected, they're all connected, and they're all there together, and there is like right here. So what you're saying is, I got tons of examples, so keep rolling, because it's the kids that are directing this, and they're teaching us that we are all separate people, but we're all connected.
Oh my
We're all-
gosh, Lori.
We're all going through this, and if anybody's worried if your kid's alone or scared or whatever, they're all together, and that's the theme. So you're doing great, and I got tons of stuff, and maybe at the end I'll share.
Excellent, excellent. And you know what, that's right, because Tyler was here, Tess was here, and I'd forgotten, it caught my eye, but as I entered the building right out in front of the Unity bookstore, they had a sales cart. I don't know if anyone looked in that sales cart and saw the blue painting with the string, and it said, always reach for the stars or something like that. And it had, you know how where you put nails and then you wind the string around to make a star? And that's exactly what Lori said. She's incredibly intuitive, and it is that. We are all connected, and we can all take things from all of this. And it doesn't matter whether you think I'm full of hooey and making all this up or not. I can tell you, there would be no way I would know the things that have resonated in your hearts. There would just be no way I would know this. I'm a mom of 2 boys in spirit. If I thought anyone was standing in front of any parent and trying to bamboozle them, making them think they're talking to their kid, I'd be the first one to mow them down. I truly would. And I want you to know, our children are truly alive. They truly know what we're doing. And it's not about talking to a medium, it's about having that feeling and that knowing in your heart. I'm going to continue on. I know I was with Samantha, so.
He also said the July or 7th earlier. He died on July 7th, and on my way over here, I was following behind a 777 plate. So I took a picture of it. I proved.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
That's amazing. That truly is amazing. So see, I know there's a connection here between the 2 of you, so you 2 are going to have to talk. I really do feel that I'm with, okay, hold on, let me see. I'm going to walk back here and then walk back that way. How are you? Good. You have 2 children? You have 2 children. Okay, thank you. And I'm seeing a musician. Do you understand a musician? Yesterday I was showing Rick something I saw on Facebook. I don't know where it goes, so you can all hear me. On Facebook, I don't know what it's called. What was that thing called? Metronome. Thank you. I was seeing a metronome about the beat and the beat of things. I told Rick I couldn't do that to save my life. This woman was trying to make sounds, and I know I'm seeing that for you, so I just need to figure out why I'm seeing that for you. But I know that I need to. You have something in your purse that's your child's. I know you do. Okay? Because they're telling me, talk to her about her purse. And I feel as if they also want to show me, would you understand the Star Trek symbol? Because I know I'm, okay, just know, because I know what I'm seeing. I don't know why I'm seeing it, but I know I'm seeing it. It's like an upside down V. I think that's Star, what is that?
Star Trek.
Peace be with you? Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Okay, thank you, Lori. And I also feel as if I want to talk about Austin and Houston. Do you understand that? I know those are 2 cities in Texas. I don't know if, I feel like those are 2 names, Austin and Houston. So hold on to those, okay? This is your son in spirit? Okay, thank you. And he's talking to me about, oh, I see what he's doing with that metronome. Now he's using a protractor, like drawing angles and things like that, like designing or something like an architect would use to design things. He's showing me that. He's talking to me about having an ultrasound. I'm seeing an ultrasound as well. Do you understand the ultrasound? Okay, hold on, I'm going to find out. I'm going to try and find out. Something terrible is going to happen to this video, I'm just letting you know. It's probably going to fall into a sink of water or something. Those of you whose children pictures.
You'll be surprised how everything is connected.
Okay, I know Lori's going to figure this out for me. If nothing else, this has just really been awesome being with all these kids here right now. Okay, he's showing me literally like I'm ghosting you to me. He's telling me I'm ghosting you. Okay, ghosting me. Do you understand that? He's not ghosting you. He doesn't ghost you, okay? And by ghosting, I mean like not talking to me. He's not talking to me, okay? So, what he is showing me, what he does want me to know, is he said, Mom, I know you always looked in on me, okay? Literally, Mom, I know you always looked in on me, and showing me, even when he was sleeping, okay, you always looked in on him. And he's telling me, would you understand, was something that would make me feel dizzy involved in your son's crossing? Okay, well this is the feel, I feel as if there were drugs involved. Do you understand this? Okay, thank you, because all of a sudden I'm like this. Okay, thank you. And he's telling me that, like, this surprised him too, okay? This totally surprised him too. There was nothing intentional there whatsoever. And he's telling me, he's talking about the store Sharper Image. And literally, I feel like, you know how when you go to Sharper Image and they have all these new things like
widgets and gadgets?
Yeah, they have all these different kinds of things. He's literally, Lori, remember when the kids were at that mall? They were showing us it in spirit, being at a mall, and then we heard a recording, and it was like they were talking about, it was bizarre. It was, you couldn't make it up.
Well, sharper image is all part of the connectedness, so keep rolling.
Okay, okay. Widgets and gadgets at Sharper Image and Bop It. That game Bop It, you know where you pass around the Bop It game? He showed me playing that, okay? Playing Bop It. And he's so joyful. He's having a good time. He was having a good time when he crossed, okay? Do you understand this? I feel like there was a party. Do you understand that? Were there people there? Okay, well this is, okay, because, oh, it was a car accident. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But he's telling me he was having a good time, okay? That's not an ultrasound, it's a windshield wiper. That's what I'm seeing. Like a metronome. Yes, that's what I'm seeing. Like the windshield wiper. He couldn't see clearly. And this could be metaphorical as well because of the dizzy feeling that I got, okay? Thank you, thank you. You're coming with me next time to do this. I'll just tell you, I know really clearly, just like I heard Samantha, he's saying, I've got you, Mom. I've got you, Mom. Okay? I've got your back. Okay? And I think I'm going to let Lori take over from here. We have about 15 minutes left. Okay? Lori.
Yes.
What you got?
Still right. She's wrapping it up over here.
I want to thank Lori, Carol, Doris, and everyone on the board of directors of Helping Parents Heal for their tireless work for all of us. For all of us to be able to know and understand that our kids are with us, okay? And here in a minute, the wonderful Lori Savoy will be telling us all her goodies.
It's your day, but I'm going to, so Lisa and I have worked together and studied together and known each other for a long time. And we work totally different. And that's okay because we're all different. So when you were talking about, I'll come and stand up in a minute and hopefully I can. I'm not as articulate speaker as Lisa and I'm sure the heck not dressed spiffy like her today. But it's very interesting. I have to bring up my phone because they already started putting this meeting together even before it happened. You've been up here. I'm not the public speaker.
Yes,
So,
you are.
no.
You're defined.
No. Hi, everyone. I'm Lori Savoy.
Hi, Lori.
Hello. I have been in Helping Parents Heal since almost the beginning. I'm not a public speaker and I don't do public mediumship, so I'm like literally shaking, but I moved further out of town, so I don't have anything near me. So when I come into town, I have to run all these errands, and today is one of those days because I was coming for Helping Parents Heal and I need to go to ABC, and then after this I'm keeping going but en route home. So randomly, I go to grab my phone on one of my errands before this, and this picture pops up on my screen, and I took a picture of it, and there's a girl, I don't know if you know her, Kim Camacho, and her son is Austin.
Oh.
So it's all tied in today, it's incredible. Anyways, I'm shaking to talk to you guys, sorry about that. So this picture pops up today at 11:21 a.m. 111, nice ones from Angels there. With my screen, okay, 74% battery, Helping Parent Heal meeting right there, and Kim and I. she's a mom that is
Her
not
son's
here.
Austin.
Her son's Austin, so, I just started writing notes when you were talking, and, the picture that Lisa, or the song Stand By Me, Stand By Them, I got that picture of Kim, and it popped up on my phone about the message of Helping Parent Heal meeting. I mean, so random. Then I go back to look and it's gone. It's not even that picture today anymore. So right away, I immediately knew that her son Austin and my son Garrett were together. And this is before the meeting. And they placed that random picture on my phone. The picture is from, Kim and I had run into each other downtown randomly. I was out a weekend with my girlfriend. She was there with her husband. Like, what's the chance of running into her downtown? So we snapped all these fun pictures. Well, I know the two boys today put that picture on my phone right above the Helping Parents Heal meeting notice for me today, like this. So there's a synchronicity and a coincidence already. So I texted Kim and said, I know the boys are together, and they do all kinds of things like that, and it happened all today when Lisa was talking. All right, I can't even read my own writing here. Yeah, so we hadn't seen each other, Kim and I hadn't seen each other for a long time, and a random coincidence, so it felt. But there's no accident or coincidence. The two boys made that picture come on my phone today to tell me that they're together. And we are great. So I knew that intuitively. I texted his mom. So then Lisa starts, I right away knew, I wrote, song is connected. Your song was connected to that. Time of my life, I swear it's the truth. I owe it all to you. I've had the time of my life. So I've had the time of my life was a song to Lisa. And then she got an hourglass as she was meditating, which I hope I can talk about that other thing, but I'm going to anyways. And the word that they had me bring to me was time. So depend on where you are in the journey. Some of us don't even want to be on earth, but then hopefully we get over that. And you can help me if I'm rambling. But then I got a thing, so I'm like a scribe. I write my stuff. I don't speak like Lisa because I'm not eloquent like her. I tell the parents, and all this was going on while she was speaking. The kids are together. They are happy. They don't want us to be sad. If it was reversed and we were in heaven, we wouldn't want them sitting sad, moping, and crying. So they want everybody to hear that statement. They want you to flip in your mind and think, if we were in heaven and they were all in this room sad, would we want that? They don't want that for us. So Lisa was saying that she was meditating today and she saw streams of light. There's a picture that Rick took of Lisa meditating, and you got to put that on the Helping Parents Heal. Can I talk about that one?
Sure.
I have to. It's incredible. Lisa was meditating, which she meditates, I don't. So that's a different type of mediumship. I can't sit still to it. There's a picture of her. She's out in her garden. Rick took the picture, and there is light coming like a foot and a half, 2 feet all around her. So she was saying while she was meditating that she was being shown all about light. Well, she is light. We are all light. But her light is shining now brightly because she's gone through the quagmire of, depend on where everybody is. Sometimes you don't want to get out of bed for 6 months, whatever. Me, I bounced up right away and I said, no, I'm not getting sucked down the toilet. Anyways, that picture of Lisa, I would challenge you to share that because that is so helpful that here you are getting light, you're all worried. Well, you are light. So the kids we're all light in our way. They're showing us that they are all together and they're here. That was like apparent. You could see them, I can see them. Christy's stuff, but the red rose, I knew right away was for me. When I Die Young, I never even heard that song. My kids put it on my son Garrett's celebration of life, the stray cat with the milk. We were in Mexico at an all-inclusive, and I said, don't touch, don't go near the cats. They're full of ticks and fleas and all that stuff. Well, Lisa talked about drinking. I got drinking, and guess who brought that stray cat into our hotel room with a glass of milk?
So see, a lot of this is after the medium talks, then somebody will say, oh yeah, well, I understood all that.
But they're just showing symbolism of her speaking about the cat and how everybody will have, there's probably 5 people that can relate. So the whole theme of connectedness was today. It was amazing. I got some other examples, but anyways, to end that story, my husband woke up with the cat on his chest. What the hell? And so the cat I brought it in because I was drunk and it needed air conditioning. I poured it with milk from the bar and I was drinking. So the kids are showing all this stuff. They give her a thought of drinking. The rose, the music for Christy, but it was all, I could relate to it too. You could have given me the same reading. Because they want to bring humor. They want you to be happy. They don't want us to be sad. They're not sad there, I can rest assure you that. So then right after, when you were talking to Christy about the music, Garrett Ziff comes in. He's all about music. And ironically, her and I are close with the rainbow. We have 2 Garretts. I mean, what's the chance of that, right? So another thing Divine wanted me to share, that all this connectedness between our kids and us, that connects us, Christy now to me from that. Lisa had said music's always important, and Garrett Z popped up. Well, the rose, we had a rose for probably 10 years. It was all dried up. I got a single rose given to me for Garrett at his service. I kept it for 10 years. So the rose thing, and the 2 Garretts are together all the time. And there's another lady, Deb, that's in our organization that has a daughter, Phoebe. Well, the 3 kids have shown me the three of them together, and they had Garrett, Ziff, Phoebe, and my Garrett. And they say to me, yeah, it's a rose between 2 thorns. Well, I relay this to Deb, Phoebe's mom. She said, Lori, her middle name is Rose.
Oh, wow.
Lori.
Yeah.
It's always purse.
Oh, yeah.
In
See,
case
it's
anybody
they,
didn't notice.
Yeah, that's cool. Carol's Kitchen smells good, you said, from Tyler. At Carol's meetings, she has her meetings for Cave Creek. I see all the kids that are in the kitchen. We're down in a different level. I don't want to take up too much time, but anyways, there was a mom there. I'm going to tell a little football story. There was a mom there. It was her first time. She was across the room from me. She was speaking. I could hardly concentrate on what she was saying. It was her first time there.
Was
her
it
son,
Carmen?
No, her son was standing. Her name's Gloria. Her son was standing there in front of her, and he kept throwing a football up into Carol's kitchen, and it's coming back and forth and back and forth. But she's like where Doris is across the room, and I'm trying to concentrate. But like I must have looked insane from the other side of the room. So then I block it out, because literally I will have all 40 of your kids, as Lisa did today too. So anyways, after the meeting, I said to her, hey, are you up for a little 1 minute? See, I'm not a public speaker, can't even think of the word. A message from your son. And she said, I would love that. I said, listen, I could hardly concentrate on what you were saying, because the whole time this football's going back and forth. She grabbed me, squeezed the bejesus out of me, and said, Lori, we did that all day, every Sunday. That was our thing. He and I, we would pass the football. Like if I would never do that with my son, but that was the thing. They threw the football all day Sunday. And she said, thankfully, thank you telling me he's playing with the kids from Helping Parents Heal, because I've been dreading that he's alone. I say he is not alone. So Carol's Kitchen got brought into the her connectedness message, they want, oh man, I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it. So like this sands of time, all the light, they want us to be light inside. The Lisa's light that she was getting from the Arizona and the light picture, they want everybody to see that picture, whether you want them to or not. Sorry, Glenn. But it's that, if that doesn't give you hope, the validations from Lisa about the Albertsons, I mean, that's incredible. Like to get that, that's pinpointed for you, but for all of us to believe, was for all of us to hear that. Because that was, anyways, there's so many of them, but it was to show us all there, always with us. He was with you when you were talking about Albertsons and Safeway. Carol with the dog with back legs, your little dog. I just had to put down my dog because her back legs gave out. So just like what you're giving to her relates to other people.
And what Lori, if I may, Lori, what she's saying is all of our kids are together like we are, and just as we would gather, they know we can't give messages to every single one of you here. So just as we would at a party, if I was talking to Lori and I said, oh, my dog's Magic's having a hard time getting up, and she says, well, my dog's having a hard time getting up too. You know, they'll gather. So if you think, oh, that no one can steal a message, that if you think someone else got your message, know that our children are together. They know we're gathered here. And they're spreading this so that it'll touch all of us, so that we can say, yes, this is true. Now, the thing is, for all the Ricks and Charles in the room, is that there's truly things that I just would not do. Yes, we can all think of something about a rose, okay? And yes, you know, we can all think about something. But as she said, the Albertsons. And you're two beautiful girls in spirit, Doris. And Tess talking about her dad's lights on his car and burning the green beans and the things that are so specific, and wanting to give love and peace to his dad that he knows, you know, to say, Dad, I was there with you when you found me. Those are the things that we want you all to take away from this meeting, is keep coming back here, keep coming for all the hope and love, so that those of us who are walking years out in front of you can show you how you're going to get through your next day.
And I too found my son, and that's another similarity, that I'm up, I'm standing. They want us to know that this is a community connected. They know what we all need to hear. So, can you hold this for me? I'm just going to keep going because Lisa was saying, oh no, well there's not, oh no. They were directing the whole thing. It was just amazing to watch. Yeah, so my back legs, Lisa said there is no separation. And right as she said that, all three of these kids were lined up. And you said I got a line right here. So there's no accident that Disneyland, Beauty and the Beast came up today. And the kids were saying, because it's the happiest place on earth. That's what they were saying. So this Helping Parents Heal, we'll all go out and people say, man, we want what they're having, and somebody will say, well, who is this group? We want to join it. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. But come on anyway, have a drink. So the kids were showing happiest place on earth, Disneyland. So it was just so amazing how when you were talking, they're tying it all into connectedness. We're all feeling that great feeling at Disneyland usually, unless you're aggravated or hangry or whatever. So much and so many similarities for all of us. Tyler with the flag. I just drove by. Like I said, I don't live in Phoenix. I live far away, and I just drove by this the other day, and I saw Tyler's giant flag blowing at his memorial. And I drove by. I said, "Hi, Tyler." I'm waving at her son. So more connectedness about the flag. All three of the kids lined up. They are right with us. They're showing so many examples of them seeing what we are doing. It was all throughout today. Teeth brush, and other people I'm sure can relate to this that didn't get a message. To Austin and Houston. Austin is Kim's son name that put the picture on my phone. So, whoa, I'm getting goosebumps for that. Lisa was talking about ghosting me. My son did ghost me for 6 months, and it was brutal while he was still alive. Now I have a great relationship with him. He hardly spoke on earth. Now he's like chatty Cathy. And that's great. You know what? I have a different type of relationship. I didn't know Lisa's son, but I've seen her son playing amazing basketball in spirit. And her other son, too cool, he's at the wall standing there. Well, her son was in a wheelchair. So what a beautiful message for mom to get that her kid has no disabilities. He's like the star
Well, Lori
basketball.
didn't know. He was severely handicapped. He was 12 when he crossed. He never walked or spoke. He was fed by a tube. But his entire bedroom was Phoenix Suns. I had black and white referee wallpaper and Phoenix Suns border, and one wall was painted purple and one was painted orange.
I had no idea. All I know is he wanted his mom through me to know that he was playing basketball. And then every time I would see him weeks later or what have you, I'm still playing basketball, tell my mom. So, like, to me, I know these kids like Lisa gets to know your kids because we're all connected. It's amazing. The sharper image was symbolism to all of us. They see so clear now. Depending on where you are in your journey, your vision and focus now, like, you know, for 2 years I don't remember part of my life. Yes, I went back to work and stuff, but I am not the same person as I was before. My memory's gone. So, and that will never come back, and that's all right. That's just part of PTSD, finding your kid, all the trauma that goes with it. But their message of sharper image was they see so clear now, and they gave tons of examples throughout today's reading from you. They want to stress to us, they had me write in big letters, that they see clearly. It's okay if we don't yet, but we will and can if we choose. I've got you, Mom. The message Lisa said, they all chimed in, the kids, they've all got us. Big letters, they've all got us. And that's it.
Thank
So,
You're a great speaker. Thank you, Lori.
Thank you
Lori.
all.
Here's
So-
beautiful Carol to close us out.
Thank you, everyone, and thanks to Lisa. You were amazing. There was. She's amazing. She knows me, but a lot of the validation she has given me, nobody knows. So, and I hope you all watched her video on YouTube because it will blow you away. I think she had about 200 people on that meeting, 300 on her Zoom meeting, and it was that whole video gave me chills. So, Charles, maybe you should watch that. So that was amazing, and you were
Poor
amazing.
Charles.
You were amazing today, Lisa. And thank you, everyone. And if anyone wants to write a little validation, if you got, I know you're amazing, Albertsons and everything story, and send it to Elizabeth. She would greatly appreciate it, and she could put it in the newsletter so other people can enjoy it. I know early on in my journey, I couldn't wait to get those newsletters and read all of those wonderful things. So thank you all for being here, and hopefully we'll see you next month. I will have an in-person meeting at my house in April. I haven't picked the date yet because there's a woman from Canada who's going to be, she has a second home here, and she asked me if I could do it while she's here so she could meet some of us. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday.
Thank you.
Please say hello to our guest from Rhode Island on your way out.